Well, hello everybody. Courtney Mroch from Haunt Jaunts here again. It's a weekend, which is a little strange to be coming to you this way. But first of all, I want to say, because I say it at the end, but I think it's important to say it at the beginning too. Thank you for tuning in. It's nice to see you or for you to see me. I don't know, but thanks for joining me. And I'll have a couple of discussion questions this time. So feel free to, pop them in. You'll know when they come. You'll see. But what I wanted to talk about, there's a couple big news stories. Well, one exciting, well, to me, it's an exciting news story. And then the other one, just that's the one that really sparked a question from my mind that I was like, oh, that would make a good blog. So let's get on it. First one that we'll start off with is the Haunted History Trail of New York State. I've known about them. I think they started in 2013. I learned about them in 2014, and they're awesome. They've sent me a shirt one time, and I don't know where it is. I probably should have got it handy, but I have one of their guides, it's awesome. But the guide itself is just one thing. It guides you to actual places that you can visit. So new for this year, I came across a press release that they shared new things they're doing for 2021, including ghostly getaway packages. So I'm going to go over all of that with you really quick, what they're doing. And I'm going to switch my screen over really quick. And I'm probably going to have to put my readers down. And I also wrote a post about everything on Haunt Jaunts, which I'll link into the description. So if you miss something, just check that out because it'll tell you all the details. And I'll also include the link to the Haunted History Trail of New York State site, so you can go right there. Okay, so here is what they're doing. So the ghostly getaway packages are one thing. We'll get to that. Let me just read you really quick in case you're not familiar with the Haunted History Trail. They are home to all things paranormal, 365 days of year, but especially Halloween. And like I said in a previous video, which I forget which one it was now. Oh, the Lizzie Borden house hiring paranormal investigators. I knew I'll be on the lookout for who knows what other kind of exciting announcements, because I know this is the time when those announcements start dropping. I'm excited. So I'm so excited. I've had coffee. So double whammy of whoa, just crazy. Reel myself back in. Okay, so they're home to all things paranormal, 365 years. The trail features more than 80 authentically haunted locations across the state, which I don't know how you can say authentically since ghosts haven't been technically proven to exist, but we all know when we sense something, right? So we'll run with that. These locations offer investigations, ghost hunts, guided tours, and other experiences that allow visitors to interact with the haunted side and seek out spirits during a dining experience, special event, or overnight stay. Spooky stays, as I like to call them. Okay, so this year they have new trail partners, including the Phelps Mansion Museum, the Robertson Mansion, and the historic Bundy House, and Schenectady's historic Stockade District. That my mind saying that and my tongue wanting to say all that is having trouble. So if I didn't quite get Schenectady, that'll be your laugh for today. You know the word I'm trying to say, hopefully. Okay. So, and they also have a ghostly events calendar. Heading into the fall season, the Haunted History Trail of New York State is home to the largest collection of haunted and Halloween events statewide. So they have over 250 events listed, from authentic ghost hunts and paranormal investigations to staged haunted houses and Halloween hay rides. So you can find all that now through the end of October. And okay, here's going to be where one of the first questions come in. They have a new social media channel, TikTok. They're on TikTok. They've decided to utilize it to share videos that profile ghostly locations, haunted backstories, and ways that visitors can visit and explore New York's haunted places. The videos are narrated by and feature special guest star Brian J. Cano from Travel Channel's Paranormal Caught on Camera, who many might also recognize from Sci-Fi's Haunted Collector. And their TikTok channel also features original photography from their official trail photographer, which what a cool job that is to say, right? Steve Shoemaker of Amity Photos. So that's something. Okay, so here's the question. So I'll put their TikTok. Well, it's Haunted History Trail of NYS. So that's their and I'll pop that on the screen and I'll put the link in the description also. But if you have a TikTok, are you on TikTok? I am not going to be on TikTok. So I just stick with Insta and doing the YouTube, and that's about all I can handle. Sometimes I pop on Twitter here and there, but if you're on TikTok, share your TikTok so that you can connect with other TikTokers. Is that what you're called? I don't even know. But if you are on TikTok, share, let me know, because who knows, maybe one day I will decide, okay, TikTok is something I want to do. I think that maybe I had a hand, I'm not sure if I even still do, but I think I was on there for like 3 minutes and I was like, this is for younger folks. I'm out. But I know a lot of older folks now who are using it also. And, places like the Haunted History Trail, more organizations that use it for their social media campaigns. So if you're on there, whether for whatever reason, just for fun, if you don't even post, but you just like to know other people, put that in there and hopefully you can connect with some new TikTokers. That's kind of fun to say though. Okay, so now let's get to the ghostly getaway packages. For the first time ever, the trail has released 5 ghostly getaway overnight packages at 3 partner locations. The Shanley Hotel in Napanoch, New York. Hopefully I said that right. I know anybody out there listening, if I pronounce something wrong, somebody will tell me I didn't say it right. So that's okay. We all make mistakes. The Allegiance Bed and Breakfast in Mount Morris, New York, and Tillman's Historic Village Inn and Fairhaven Inn in Albion, New York. So here are what the packages include. 1 night at the Haunted Shanley Hotel includes overnight public 4-hour staff-led paranormal experience, self-led ghost hunt, snacks, beverages, and continental breakfast. That starts at $238. There's also a private group haunted experience at the Shanley Hotel, which includes overnight accommodations for up to 7 participants, private 3-hour staff-led paranormal experience, self-led ghost hunt, use of select paranormal equipment, snacks, beverages, and continental breakfast, and that one starts at $499. Okay, so now we go to 2 nights at the Haunted Allegiance Bed and Breakfast. Includes 2 nights for 2 at the historic Haunted Inn, gourmet breakfast, official Haunted History Trail t-shirts, brochure, and a welcome and paranormal overview by the innkeepers. It starts at $150. Okay, so we'll move on to the private group haunted experience at the Allegiance Bed and Breakfast. It includes 6 rooms at double occupancy for a 1-night stay at the historic Haunted Inn, gourmet breakfast, snacks, and beverages, welcome and paranormal overview by the innkeepers, and use of equipment for a self-led ghost hunt of the B&B. And that starts at $500. 1 night at Tillman's Historic Village Inn and Fairhaven Inn includes an overnight guest room for 2 at the Fairhaven Inn, $30 dining voucher for on-site Tillman's Village Inn restaurant, a bottle of wine, so spirits to go with your spirits, official Haunted History Trail t-shirt, brochure, and welcome and paranormal overview by the innkeeper. So those are the ghostly getaway packages, which I think is neat. Oh, so I lied. I have 3 questions because which of those ghostly getaways would you want to do the most? Or all of them? I don't know. You don't have to pick just one, I guess, if you can afford to do them all, or if you'd like to, you know, let me know. Okay, so now I'll move on to another story I saw today. It came from The Guardian. Should sellers disclose a house's dark secret? In some states, it's the law. And the tagline, whether it is claimed to be haunted or was the site of a murder, a building with an unsavory past can be a problem for buyers. And they happen to have a picture of the Lizzie Borden house. I think we're going to hear a lot about Lizzie Borden house this year. I don't know why. But they kind of just talk about what's it like, people who have bought allegedly haunted real estate. And they also talk about that as of 2019, at least 9 states have death disclosure laws, according to Zillow, with California apparently is the strictest, and it requires people to mention deaths in the last 3 years. And South Dakota, they must reveal if a murder took place, but in Texas, no. So Minnesota and Massachusetts don't need to disclose any paranormal happenings, but New Jersey requires them to say yes if asked, if they've had one. So, and then this is kind of interesting. It says New York is the only state where, in some circumstances, it's illegal to sell a haunted house. But I don't know what the circumstances are, but it stems from a 1989 case when the Ackley family tried to sell their house in Nyack, New York. So we're back to New York. It's kind of a New York themed episode. So yeah, so how do you feel about that? Do you feel that if a family experiences paranormal activity or the house has had a tragic past, should that be law, or does that what's the word I'm looking for? Does it make the house, does it stigmatize the house unnecessarily? That's the word I'm looking for. Is it an unnecessary way of, making that property look less attractive? Although for some people, I would argue, such as myself, I wouldn't mind finding, I actually have a few real estate friends that I tell them, I wouldn't mind finding a haunted property if you found one, but how do you find exactly the right haunted property for you? And is that something you should even find? And would everybody experience a haunted house in the same way? When I talk to people who live in haunted houses, some of the same people living under the same house don't even have the same experiences. And then some of them are like, I don't want anything to do with that. If it happens, just, blah, 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 earmuffs. They don't want to know anything about it. But other people are like, I want to know everything. And then there are people that have lived through some pretty terrifying things that are like, be careful what you wish for. So how do you feel about that? Do you feel that, have you ever lived in a haunted house? Would you advise people to actively search that out? Or do you think that it should be more legalized, or what's the word I'm looking for? Restricted, have laws in place where people tell you, you're required. That's the word. It's the weekend. My brain's like, hey, chick, I'm on, time off right now. I can't work. Should it be required that sellers disclose any kind of weird things that they've had happen or history that they know? I don't know. Anyway, so that's my other question to you, something else to discuss. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in and spending this time as I try to make my brain work on the weekend. And until next time, be sure to like and subscribe, my usual spiel, but mostly just thanks for tuning in. Until next time, ciao for now.